Muy buenas a todos, chicos. Estamos aquí con Larssen y Woolite, el mid laner y el ADC de Rogue, que acaban de ganar 3-0 a Splice en el primer día de Playoffs. First of all, thank you very much for being here, guys. 3-0. What happened today? Explain me, please.
Scream Rogue came up. We usually play pretty well in scrims, but on stage we usually don't play as well as we do in scrims. So, I mean, today we played really well in like most aspects of the game. Like immediately everyone played well, and macro-wise we played really well. So, I mean, it was pretty good. Yeah.
I think we were better prepared for draft as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like we hard flex picked all the champs. We pulled out like a Yomi and Kog'Maw, Yomi and Garen Kog'Maw counter picks. Like they weren't ready for that for sure.
This is really true. Like our drafts were way superior than theirs because we flexed so many champs and we had like really good answers to their picks. And same time their draft was really predictable. Like if they pick a Kali, Wishiwashi can't play a Kali, so they will put it mid, so you can pick whatever you want into mid.
See, do you think that you won them the 3 games from the draft? Because most of people were saying that in social media, you know, like Rogue has won since the draft the 3 games. Do you think so?
I mean, it's like 50-50 because every time you go into the game, like you can still do a lot of mistakes, and we did like almost no mistakes compared to Splice, so we just abuse them really hard. I think, yes, draft helps that, but you also need to be a proactive team, you know? A lot of teams can't like play out our drafts because they'll play too passive on stage.
I mean, people right now say drafts don't matter too much. People usually say drafts. I mean, fucking G2 can play any top. Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, obviously we had really good drafts, but I would say, I mean, our play was the most important part, obviously. We played just good, so... I mean, the play is always more important than the draft.
You played today Garen with Yuumi. This is a combo that we saw before in Fnatic. Did you took the idea from them? Did you play it before? Did you practice by your own? Did you realize that it works? Or how was it?
I guess we kind of took it from them. I mean, I remember even talking with them. And it was really long ago, and everyone was like, oh, this is trolling. Like, there's no way. We tried one game, and enemy team was really mad that we were even trying it, you know, in a scrim. But then it came back, like they put it on the Fnatic game, like they picked it, and we saw, oh, wait, there's maybe actually some potential, and we wanted to try out every scenario, like to be ready for every draft possible today. So I think it was really important to be open to picks like Garen even, you know, Garen Yomi.
And what about Kog'Maw?
I mean, that's a Woolite special, you know. There's a lot of bad memories around the Kog'Maw, so I'm happy that I could bring some good ones now and show that it's actually a force to be reckoned with, you know.
Larssen, you were the MVP for the series. How does it feel for you? What does it mean?
I mean, it actually feels really good because usually, I mean, casters and some analysts say, oh, Larsen's a passive player, he plays mages, which is fucking like a massive meme to me because like saying me as a mage player is just not true. Like I just play what's best for the game, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, it feels really good to just prove them wrong that, I mean, I can also be a playmaker, you know?
So how was it facing Humanoid? Because for me and for many people, Humanoid is one of the best mid laners. He was rookie in the first split, in Spring Split, and he was like, for many people, the rook is of the split. How was it for you?
I mean, I was surprised, like how, I mean, it was not easy, but how easy it was. Because, I mean, I also rated him as a top 2 mid laner, Caps and then Humanoid. So, I mean, I was expecting a lot from him, you know, and I had like big respect for him. So, I mean, I'm really happy that I played that well against him. Because, I mean, he's still a great mid laner, you know. He didn't have the best series, I think. I don't know, maybe something was wrong, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, for me he was nervous, I don't know. But, I mean, I still think he's like a really good mid laner.
I mean, I played back in Poland, like when I was in Illumina Gaming. I actually played with him in a team 2 seasons ago, so I exactly remember how he was as a person, and he always impressed me back then already. Like he was just flame horizoning every game in Poland, like he was just completely stomping the opposition. So I had huge respect for him as well. But, you know, this time I had to beat him to go through. So, and I definitely think he underperformed. Like, that this is not his usual form, but maybe just the pressure. Like they couldn't handle the pressure, you know, because we had 0 expectations. Like no one was counting on us, so we just played with a clear mind.
This thing that people is not counting on you, was it a good thing for you? Because I was talking with your manager before, and she told me, yeah, they have no pressure. They as well come because everybody expect Splice to win. So they're like, if we lose, we have done really well this split. if we win, it's going to be perfect. So, what do you think?
I'm pretty sure this is like the big factor in this series.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't wanna like discredit our play or anything, but the Splice definitely underperformed. Like they literally did nothing compared to when we played them before. But we also improved over the course of the LEC, so I'm happy about that. But it's usually like this: you need to be really good veteran to like try calm down people when they're like really stressed. Like we also had problems with this when there was the high stakes games in the best of ones, we couldn't handle it. So I think it's always a big factor in all the stress. Like it makes people play like different players.
What do you think?
I think there's two sides. If you're like a favorite, you're usually really confident, so you have a lot of confidence. You should have at least if you're like the better team. So I mean, it depends how you handle the pressure. Like if you just are scared and like think maybe if you lose this is really bad because we're much better than Rogue, then it's obviously really bad. But if you're as confident, I mean, then it doesn't matter. I think it really just depends how you handle the pressure. Like for us, it's obviously pressure as well because we want to go as far as we can. Obviously less pressure, but I mean, to me, still, I mean, expect a lot from us. So.
Did you guys ever think about winning this?
I mean, we think step by step with our play, and we really don't think about like winning G2 or winning Fnatic. We just wanna get through the next stage, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna only think about our opponents for next week, and I think this is the best mentality you can have, because why would I think about winning the whole thing if I lose on the way really fast and get knocked out?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Agree?
Yep.
But 3-0 is like too much. Don't you think that they made a lot of mistakes? Do you think this is only your good performance? What happened to Splice?
I mean, I felt like they weren't doing anything, and the drafts were really predictable. So I mean, I guess that's a combo for me, that they weren't really proactive in game, and the draft was meh.
Meh. And what do you think?
I think the preparation is a really big factor in playoffs. It's a less of a factor in like best of one. You can just cheese and get away with it. Like I remember playing in CW and I could win versus the best team in the league by just picking Twitch and ganking mid-level one. So best of ones are kind of coin flip. I mean, they show who is the better teams, obviously, but the real thing, the real test comes in the playoffs, you know? Like, all the players and coaches have the responsibility to, like, predict the enemies, predict, like, what they will pick, prepare counters, and I think we did that perfectly today.
Mm-hmm. Still, taking in mind your screams, would you say that Splice was one of the most difficult teams? And if the answer is yes, are you going to Athens? Because tomorrow we have this Schalke against Vitality. And if you think that Splice is stronger, you are supposed to beat the winner of tomorrow. So you have a ticket to Athens.
I mean, for me, I don't think Splice is much stronger than Schalke or Vitality. It's not like massive difference.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought Splice was a bit overrated. So I don't think there's a massive difference or anything. I mean, we just need to focus on the next series and not think about Athens or anything like that. I mean, just focus on the next series and we'll see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
I think definitely Schalke or Vitality could surprise us, and there's no room for disrespect to anyone. I just feel like, I mean, today we played really, really good, but we won't get to the next stage if we don't keep up the performance from today. So it's like a lot of stuff is on us, and maybe today was a really good scenario, as player to player wise. Maybe like the top laner, maybe he couldn't pick a good champion. Like I kind of thought the champion pools are really bad, and we can expose that really hard in draft as a team. So I think other teams won't make the same mistake.
And who will you want to face? Who do you prefer?
I don't care. I mean, honestly, I can play versus Upset. I usually do very good versus him, so I'm not scared about that. But on the other side, Vitality, there's like Jack Troll, there's some rivalry maybe between the supports. I mean, I would be fine with both of the outcomes.
Yeah, same. I don't care really who we play. I mean, if we play well, we will win. That's just how I see it. If we just do our job, then we will win.
Yeah, this is the mentality we have, I think, with every match.
This mentality includes winning even G2, Fnatic, and all this stuff?
Yeah, I think, I mean, if we get there, like we will prepare just like for another team, you know. So I do believe League of Legends is like really flexible right now, and you can surprise any team, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, G2 is like making showing a message to the other teams, like by picking so many troll stuff. But you know, pretty sure in playoffs, like they will have to like be careful about the other teams, and they won't disrespect them. So.
Yeah.
So last question. Can you say something to the people who are supporting you right now in the social media and the people who are making all these memes like Rogue next world champion and all this stuff? So can you say something to the fans?
I mean, thanks to all the people that cheered for us, and to all the people who are still thinking we are Rogue from the last split. I think they got to see that they were really wrong, and they should not treat us as a last split Rogue, basically. We are a completely new team, and yeah, I think we are showing it really good. So thanks for all the support from the Polish fans as well. And yeah, I love Ultraliga.
I mean, even if the split wasn't the greatest, I mean, I feel still a decent support, I think. So, I mean, I just enjoy all the support, and yeah.
Thank you so much, both of you, for being here.
And thanks to all the Spanish fans that watch us. Actually, see that Rogue has a lot of Spanish fans, so I'm really happy about that. I love the language and I love the country, so maybe I'll go vacation.
Yeah,
nice.
Roguetianos.
Yeah, Roguetianos, yeah. I'll see you there then.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here, guys.
Thank you.
Eso ha sido todo, chicos. Espero que os haya gustado esta entrevista. Esta y muchas más en el canal de YouTube de ESPORTMANIACOS. Hasta luego.
Gracias.